Cape Town forever. Cape Town forever.
Today we are chatting to Clinton Lerm, owner of SA Forest Adventures. Clinton is one of South Africa's pioneers in the adventure tour industry and has a passion for offering visitors from all over the world unique outdoor adventures in the most beautiful green forests of the Western Cape. Here at Cape Town Forever, we do love to live on the wild side. Let's find out what Clinton has been up to. Today we're speaking to Clinton Lerm from SA Forest Adventures for the Cape Town Forever podcast and YouTube channel. Clinton, welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you in your environment. It's a really awesome environment here, really beautiful, stunning views. Let's get started with some nice questions. How did you get started in the adventure tourism industry? What was your focus in the beginning and how did it evolve?
Look, I think adventure's always been kind of in my nature since I've grown up. I'm a boykie from Bloemfontein, so there wasn't much to do apart from swimming in the local dams and things like that when Bloemfontein was still very small. And moved to Hermanus, and subsequently they got introduced to professional outfits such as the shark industry, the whale industry, and realized that there's a big potential gap for people to have adventure, a little bit more cost effective, but also more fun for your average South African, your foreigners and so forth. And therefore it stimulated the fact that I wanted to start a small business. I started off with about 2 quad bikes just to see if it worked, and it worked quite well, and that's essentially where it started, all in Hermanus.
Okay, amazing. And what year did you start and how old were you?
I started about 15 years ago. So the company is almost 15 years old. It will be 15 years old later this year. And we've grown. We've got 7 sites in total. We're busy with another 2 sites this year, and also prospects to have our first foreign soil project later this year completed. Okay,
awesome. So tell us more about where are you based currently?
Okay, so I'm based in the beautiful town of Hermanus. That's my hub. I love the area, love the town. It's accessible, close to the airport, and love the natural environment. Mossel Bay and Cape Town and Knysna, they're all pretty close to my heart, but I love the town of Hermanus.
Okay, awesome. And currently, what activities do you offer?
We've got a whole range of activities. We tend to cater for about every age group. From our Orange River rafting experiences up in the Namibian border, 3-4 day trips that we do there in a very exclusive area. Then you move down to Knysna. Knysna's got massive monster zip lines, and we do e-biking there in the Knysna forest. Then our other famous product is Mossel Bay Zipline, the longest zipline over the ocean in the world at the Mossel Bay Point. Quite a nice tourism attraction there. Then in Hermanus, we've got our fleet of quad bikes, which is now a fleet of about 70 bikes. We've got ziplines, we've got sandboarding in the Betty's Bay area, and we also do whitewater rafting on the Palmit River once it's operational in our winter months when we get a lot of rain, as well as sandboarding in that area. And then we move down to Cape Town, and Cape Town itself, we've got this amazing product called Cape Town Ziplines.
Okay, and which of those are your favorite?
Okay, my personal favorite is undoubtedly the Orange River trips, due to the fact that you really get to spend a quality time in an area where there's no cell phone reception, no signal. You get to bond with your family and the people on the trip itself. It's the longevity of the experience that makes it my favorite. But apart from that, the other 3 zip lines, Cape Town, Mossel Bay and Knysna, they're pretty much on par. I love those products as well.
We understand Cape Town Zip Lines was recently announced as the #1 activity in Africa and 18th in the world as an adventure activity. How do you keep it fresh, and how did you achieve this? And what has it done for Cape Town and for you?
I think it's a mixture of staff and the product itself. We pride ourselves on staff that's very well qualified, very entertaining. It's a product that lasts about an hour, hour and a half. The Cape Town zipline experience is also extremely unique because you don't know that you're in the middle of a city like Cape Town. The product is probably one of the better ziplines that we've got. And the fact is that we are #1 in Africa and #18 in the world. Initially, when TripAdvisor sent me that email, I thought it was spam. I then had to go double check when the second email came in, and we were over the moon. It's partly due to the fact that we've got raving reviews, and also some senior people from TripAdvisor visited the site and gave us that accolade. It's worked wonderful for us. It's worked wonderful with the marketing of Cape Town. Cape Town Tourism has embraced it. Cape Town Tourism also had their Tourism Month opening with us. So there's a great partnership with them as well.
So for future prospects for SA Forest Ventures, it's rumored that you are attempting to build the world's largest zip line. Can you tell us more about that?
So yeah, it's not very much a rumor. It's active. It's going to be called K3, based an hour out of Cape Town, near the town of Caledon. We've started with construction about a year ago. It's going very, very well. Our first phase will be a cable of the length of 3.4 kilometers. And on that same property, once that is successful, we've got the opportunity to put a 5-kilometer cable in. It's going to rock the zipline industry. It's going to be something very, very unique. And I think also it will add into the jewel of SA Forest Adventures. It will be our crown jewel.
Can you share some unique challenges you've faced in operating a zipline business, and how have you overcome them?
So yeah, where can I start? That's quite a nice question, because every site has got its headaches. You plan, you have sleepless nights, you've got your engineers, your architects. We do all of our own installations. So that in itself how it makes it not challenging, but we know what we're in for. But at every single site there's been hiccups. Hiccups that the public won't know at installation phases, or phases where you realize the measurements are out, or this needs to be extended. In Mossel Bay, for instance, with our first installation, we've got a cable in, a very expensive cable from France, which is a plastic cable that we kind of erected. We started putting it up. It was just before the December peak season, and the sun was setting. We were running out of time for that day to raise it into the proper position, and it got snagged on a piece of rock and the cable was damaged. And we took the decision not to continue with that very expensive cable and wrote it off, and 3 months later only we managed to open up with a new cable. So every single site has got a different scenario. This Cape Town zipline site, for instance, everything here was installed by hand, no helicopters, no nothing. The forest, the dense vegetation, we had to walk through to raise these cables by hand, very challenging. And eventually when we started operating, you're proud of what you've done, because your own handwork went into it.
Okay, awesome. So Clinton, if people want to find and book and come and visit your sites and take part, how would they go about it?
We've got about 100,000 followers on our social media. Our website gets quite a number of unique hits a month, and we're very accessible, whether you Google or Instagram or TikTok, we're there. So all of our things are bookable online. We really don't like to take telephonic bookings, for the pure reason that our terms and conditions are there, our what to expect, our video clips of all of our products are there, and you know what you're in for. So our best place to book is our website called saforestadventures.co.za.
Okay, so we're currently sitting in the Hart Bay section of your empire. To find the Hart Bay section here, how would one have to get here? What kind of route would they take?
Look, I do think that best is to book online. Our Google address is also perfect. We are within the Silver Mist estate. There is a very small operation on the circle as you come over into Constantia Neck into Hart Bay. There is sometimes people thinking that's us. That's not us. We are the operation where we take the 4x4s up into the mountain. We're at the foot of the Table Mountain Reserve, and we've got some monster zip lines here, and this is where people shout their lungs out. And if you're afraid of heights, it's also a great place to overcome your heights, for the fact you stand on land and you end on land. So there's somewhere in the middle where you can let your lungs rip.
Cape Town forever. Cape Town forever.